Gaming's perpetual window into the future, the Deus Ex franchise has long been regarded as one of the most innovative series ever created. We're looking back at the iconic franchise and getting an inside look at what's coming next. I'm Naomi Kyle, and this is DX15. In 2011, a whole new audience was introduced to the world of Deus Ex with Human Revolution. Taking place in 2027, 25 years before Deus Ex and 45 years before Invisible War, Human Revolution was a relaunch of the franchise by Eidos Montreal. So listen as we sit down with its creators and we learn how they resurrected such an iconic franchise, why Deus Ex is so captivating, and just how close the real world is to one of Adam Jensen's 2027.
Some people will be left behind. It's evolution.
You've got to help me.
The idea was to create a studio that would bring Eidos franchises alive again.
If we didn't believe we could bring something to the table and we didn't think we could revive the franchise, we would have never accepted.
In Eidos Montreal we have strong values, we have a philosophy, we have a mission, we have a vision, so it's very important to us.
We were coming from different studios in the past and we all left our previous project, our previous studio, just because we wanted to work on Deus Ex Human Revolution.
It was very challenging. It's creating a new studio and we decided to use a big license. The fact that we worked together before helped a lot.
There's a nightclub in this sector called The Hive. If our hacker went to ground here, chances are the owner will know.
It's a franchise that is all about choices and consequences. It was one of the first games out there that made you feel that you were part of that world. I was more interested in the human story behind it than the technology itself.
Transhumanism was part of the franchise, but it wasn't like at
the forefront.
Yeah, it wasn't overly stated. We need to bring cyberpunk, but we need to make it ours at the same time. It can't just look like the run-of-the-mill.
Even before starting the conception, the design of the new Deus Ex game, we just played it again, a lot, to analyze it, to define what was the pillars of this game. And from that point, we brought our signature to it.
It's definitely a tough challenge when you listen to something in 2000 and you're like, how am I going to make this relevant by today's standards? We kind of came to this sort of mix where we used organic instruments to sort of represent the more human side, and we went with more of the synth electro to represent more of the AUG side.
Sometimes we have some fights between each other, but you know, every fight we had, it's for the best for the title.
We have something very niche, very specific, and the gamers are looking for that now. They want story, they want strong themes, they want strong message. They want to be immersed in a very strong universe, and Deus Ex is perfect for that.
It's all about choices and consequences and self-expression. So it's a game that you kind of play to determine how you want to play it and how you want to approach problems and how you want to see the outcomes of your decisions. And since it's very story-driven, it also has a really good opportunity to explore some very interesting themes in the world and to put up kind of a mirror to the world and allow you to experience these really deep issues, very interesting ethical and moral issues.
Cannot stop them. Megan was on the brink of something historic.
I love you.
Deus Ex Human Revolution is really exploring the themes of transhumanism. You're looking at building a world in which technology and biology are combining. So what does that mean, and what does it mean to be human?
We ask gamers to come to visit us and play the game, even if it's rough, it's not completed. We ask their feedback. It's very important to us to ensure that we fulfill their expectations, because the bar is very high.
If you want to play the game like very rapidly, you have the means. And if you want to take your time to explore, you're able to do that. The emotion is very important for us. It's not just play a game, it's create an experience.
Well, when we predicted 7 years ago that human beings gonna get prosthesis this is happening right now. And you know, for us, it was more than just a product. It was a belief that this is the world we're going to be living in the future.
We even had people that had disabilities writing to us and like, oh my God, your game gave me hope, or your stuff like that, you know, which was really, really touching.
There was someone also that wrote that after playing the game, he said, I feel I need to be a doctor and help people in life. And when you read that, you're like, it reminds you why you're doing what you're doing.
Because we were delivering a great game, we can come out with something successful.
Can be talented, but if there is no match, you know, no fit, it won't work.
By the end of the game, like, players would go, wow, it was entertaining, it was quite a journey, and it made me think.
Don't worry, there's a lot more to say about Deus Ex. Next time, we get an inside look at the next game, Mankind Divided. We'll see how Adam's journey fits into the overall Deus Ex universe.